The reason we love Delta blues is, well, there are a lot of reasons for sure, but one reason I love it is for the slide playing. It's so expressive. You could describe it in a lot of ways for sure, but you probably wouldn't call it delicate. It's powerful. Today, I'm going to share 3 ideas to help you play a powerful Delta blues slide solo. The 12th fret is your friend. There are so many licks just waiting to happen if we focus on sliding into and out of the 12th fret. Take this example. Focus on the top 3 strings at the 12th fret, and in open G tuning, that gives us the notes G, B, and D. And these notes make up a G chord, so this is a fantastic spot to work around when the chord progression is on the 1 chord, which is often G when you're playing in open G tuning. But like we did in the example, we can add a really sweet embellishment just by dipping down to the 11th fret on the 2nd string. That's the B flat, and it's the minor third of G, so we can start to mix major and minor sounds really easily with this one move. Add a bit more of that bluesy vibe by dipping down to the 10th fret on the 3rd string. That's an F note, and it's the flat 7 of G major, and it's super bluesy. We start this out with just a bass thump, so I'm pushing down through the 5th and 4th string, and then I'm going to brush up through the top 3 strings as I slide into the 12th fret. And that's from about the 11th fret there. We just want that scooping in kind of sound. We don't want to just go, you could, but we want to scoop into it. All right, so we're doing that brush up, and then we're going to add a brush up with a triplet rhythm before playing the lick. And I've got some muting going on here, but I'm going to reach up and grab the 1st string, slide down to the 11th fret, and then switch over to the 2nd string at the 11th fret and come back up before finishing off on the G note, 12th fret of the 3rd string. Here's probably the best thing about the 12th fret. We're at the midpoint of the string, so even if you get some noise happening, the vibration of the string behind the slide, it sounds pretty good. You might even love it, and this is a great place on the fretboard to really dig in. Camping out at the 12th fret is great, but we need something happening on the lower strings to break up the repetition and add some contrast. So consider dropping in some punchy bass stabs on the lower strings, like this. Adding that bass just really grounds you in a way. And if you want to add a little bassy embellishment, you can slide into the bass with this simple little move. All right, now we're cooking. Focusing on that 12th fret area and then adding in some bass thumps really gets us in the ballpark, but let's really make a powerful statement here and dial up the intensity for the high part. We can do that rhythmically and dynamically. Notice how we mixed up the rhythm of these brush ups. We established an 8th note rhythm the first time around, and then we mixed in a triplet on the repeat. And when combined with that extreme staccato brush up, the part really becomes powerful. We start out with another bass under that palm mute, and then I'm scooping into the 12th fret with a brush up. So I'm sliding from the 11th fret to the 12th. So that's beat 1, and for beat 2, I'm doing a little choppy staccato sound. So I'm brushing up pretty aggressively through those top 3 strings, and then quickly, just after I finish my brush up, I am laying my hand down on the strings to just kind of chop them out, to just kind of mute them, make sure they don't sound. And then I'm repeating that pattern of slide, chop, slide, chop, slide, chop for the first measure. Coming down to the 3rd fret, sliding a little bit past the 3rd fret, just kind of getting a little bending sound on that 3rd fret, 5th string. Right? On my way back to the next lick. So So the ending is what we've already done before. We're just pulling back off of the 12th fret, first string, and then back up from the B to B flat, and then kind of banging into the root there, the G. But what we're doing in that second measure is introducing that triplet. So we've got this going to set us up. So right there, 1 and 2 triplets. We're doing that to just kind of vary the rhythm up. And at the end of that triplet, I want to do that same muting to get that staccato sound before launching into the lick that we picked up earlier in the lesson. The thing is, it's easy to characterize this powerful sound as wild and uncontrolled, and it comes across that way at times, but I believe it takes a lot of control to really pull this off, and that comes from having good slide technique. So you can check out this video right here next to clean up your slide sound. I'll see you there.